Hello, everybody, and thank you for being on the call with us today. My name is Marc Slugh, and I'm honored to be with two very, very successful businessmen, mentors, and above all, two fantastic people, Stephen Livoti and Paul Burkemper. Three of us decided to collaborate on a call that was basically designed for men in the network marketing business. We wanted to explain why the three of us, who were successful businessmen, now making our living and doing what we do in the network marketing business. A little bit about myself. I was New York Stock Exchange floor broker for 25 years. I ran a multi-million-dollar business on the floor with 8 employees. I had, very, very successful business, which ended in 2006 with various reasons. I traded on the trading desk for about 5 years until I found the network marketing business. At that point, I needed the nutritional aspect of what we do for my health, and then the financial benefits of running a network marketing business started for me in 2011 and exploded in 2013 and 14 to where it is today. A little bit about the network marketing business. Statistics show that in 2015, the network marketing business did over $35 billion in sales, which we are all guys on this call, and you could say that money is bigger than the revenues of the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, and the Premier Soccer League combined. And that's why Stephen and I and Paul are so excited to talk to you about the expansion of this business and how great this business has been to us. So I'm going to turn it over to Steve now. And before Steve started with Isagenix, he was a commercial insurance broker. He went through a massive restructuring during the 2008 collapse, and he was in a company that let go over 1,200 employees. And he was unemployed by July 2011. This is Steve's first time in the industry, and within 6 years, he created an international business and a multiple 6-figure income. Steve, take it away for him.
Okay, I'm muted here. Thanks, Mark. I'm really happy to be doing this call. It's great to be on the call with you and with Paul. And, in those 6 years when I was a commercial insurance broker, what I did was studied mostly manufacturers, wholesale distributors in the New York City area. A lot of them were privately owned, mid-sized companies. And it was almost like prep work to give me the solid foundation of what to look for when I looked at Isagenix in this industry. And as you had mentioned, when 2008 hit, there was obviously the major collapse we went through. I fell victim to that and was sold to a company while 1,200 employees lost their job in the company I was with. Left that company, went to work for another company, and by July 2011, had lost my job. And I know we see it sometimes when it happens, most of the times, or really when it does happen, it's not something that we plan for, and it's certainly something that comes upon a lot of times unexpectedly. So I've never been cynical of this industry. I always understood this industry. I've looked at it for many years prior to Isagenix. I just personally never saw a company that had a product line that I could personally get excited about. And my sister had success during the years that I was doing commercial insurance, brokering and sales in the industry, and she became very successful. And it just was a product line that I couldn't passionately get behind. So the timing worked out when this company came to our attention. I just happened to have lost my job. She was looking for something different within the industry, and Isagenix appeared. And I got on the products. I had a great experience, and I'll go into a little bit about the products after this. But I love to start off with their vision statement. I think it's really important to be involved with a company that's very clear on where they're going. And for me, it was very important to be in a company that was privately owned, because I fell victim to the process of what it was like when a company I was in bought a publicly traded company. So the Isagenix vision statement: to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process, create the largest health and wellness company in the world. It's a mighty big vision, and I want to bring people deeper into what that looks like. The company last year opened up a new headquarters in Gilbert, Arizona, 150,000 square foot facility. And what excites me about this opportunity is, as you mentioned in the sales and the global sales of Isagenix, on point to go over 1 billion this year in annual sales. Cumulatively, since we started in 2002, we've now exceeded over $5 billion in sales. But here's what's really exciting for me. The infrastructure is built out to handle the distribution of over 5 billion in sales of products annually. So we really have this solid foundation with this company, this opportunity that's growing internationally, already in 12 countries, 15 years in business and growing. And now we're expanding into our 13th area into the UK, which would be London, which would be England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, and then expansion from there once we create that as a hub. And that's happening right around the corner. May 15th is a soft launch, and then June 24th, June 25th is the actual full product launch for England. So what is Isagenix? As I mentioned, I love that it's a nutritional line. It's something that we could use every day. It's a reusable product. That was important for me. It's sustainability within the product line. I won't go through the pillars of health. You can find great information in the resources too that I love to visit daily is isagenixhealth.net, science blogs that date back to July 2009, and isagenixpodcast.com, which has podcasts recorded for the last few years on science talks as well as wealth creation. I do want to just point out to this Isaline shake because it's the only shake on the market that has cleansing properties in it. It actually builds lean muscle mass while it's helping to reduce weight. It's a low caloric, low glycemic meal replacement protein shake packed with essential vitamins, minerals, nutrients that our body needs, just to give us, it's a superfood that our body needs. But synergistically, these products work to streamline the nutrition that's needed for our bodies to operate at its optimal level, and also to help our bodies to release toxicity and detox with an herbal cleanse that's built into the system. And you can meet with the person that's introducing you to this call, and they can help you to understand what that looks like. Here's what's exciting for us, and Paul and I and Mark were just talking about this before the call. The company has third-party clinical data research done. These products have been vetted outside of the company, which is really exciting. There's peer group studies, they're in scientific journals. These studies have gone on for over a year now, so they have enough data to look at the sustainability, not only the weight loss part of it if someone were to choose that program, but the sustainability over time. And what's amazing about this product line is as you're reducing that unhealthy visceral fat, and you can see the percentages here, 30% over, I believe this is a 3-month study initially, and then the full 12 months, but 30% visceral fat reduction, 13% reduction in waist, abdominal fat, 23% reduction in weight, 10% reduction in overall fat, arterial stiffness reduction, which is crucial as we're getting older. I'm 46, heading, I'll be in my 50s. This is stuff that really catches my attention. I want to be healthy. Who wouldn't want to be healthy? While all this is happening with the fat burning, above that, we're building this lean muscle mass, which is really important for blood circulation, for blood flow, just for overall sustainability with our health. So there's a lot going on with the nutrition of these products. And then if we get into the athletes line that was just launched about 1.5 years ago, I'd shared my testimonial before we got on this call. When I got on the products, I wasn't extremely overweight. I was 205 pounds, but my level of stress was beyond anything anyone would want to experience. And I just was not healthy. I was just not in good shape. I did start to release some of the pounds, but more importantly, my energy increased so much that it sparked my motivation to get back in the gym. And I've been able to maintain that and consistently work out, which I haven't done in years, for 3 to 4 times a week consistently, because I felt so good and I was seeing the results. So the company now has a pre-workout monohydrate creatine that have products during your workout to help with hydration, post-workout recovery. So not only do we have daily nutrition, which is great, if someone wants to push their results in the athletic side of it, there's also these great products, which is called now an AMP line, which will help with the energy and performance for athletes of all levels. So that's something that I found exciting and definitely effective. 6 years now being on products, I found it really easy to maintain my weight, to build up muscle, and to stay in shape. You can do your own personal challenge within this. The company runs an ISO body challenge throughout the year, and I wanted to highlight this because it's a way we can have accountability for our own results. You can set up your personal challenge. It's a 16-week challenge, before and after pictures with a testimonial. Just in doing that, you get $200 worth of free products, and you're entered into a competition with a potential to win a grand prize of $25,000, and there's also supplemental prizes for the top 15 finalists. But here's where I was at. I was just over time compromising my time for money, being in the corporate grind, being expendable as was shown to me in 2008 and eventually really in 2011. I was starting to lose myself in the trading time for money, constriction of earning a living. And having seen the lifestyle my sister had created, I wanted to have that. I wanted to have the freedom. I wanted to work for myself. And I put a lot of effort into this. Now, there's an income side to this. Mark will talk about this towards the end of the call. It's available to anyone who's a product user. Some people are happy just using products. Most of the people, 83% of the people within Isagenix are product users. Some share it a little bit, make some extra income, maybe a few $100s, maybe $1,000 extra a month, which is extremely helpful to a household, especially when you don't have to go get a second job to generate that type of income. For me, I wanted to pursue the six-figure income part of this, put a lot of time and energy into it. I've invested a lot into my own personal development. I go to the trainings, and I've been able to expand my business virtually into 4 countries now, expanding into England would be 5 countries that I have a business in. And I work, people say we work from home. I do work from home, but this is a work from anywhere business. It's a remote business, and utilizing technology these days, you can have your own virtual franchise at your fingertips from wherever you are and create an extraordinary life for yourself. So with that being said, I'm happy to turn this call over to Paul Burkemper, and I'll just bring you a little bit into his background because it's absolutely phenomenal what he's done in his life, and to get his perspective would be very helpful. Paul founded a financial services company in 2003, and after growing the firm to $150 million in personal assets under management, he sold the company in 2012. At that time, in addition to investing into commercial real estate, buying a medical lab facility, and founding 2 software startup companies, he and his wife Heidi joined Isagenix, and they've worked together, and they've also created a multiple 6-figure residual income. So Paul, I'm really excited to hear you sharing this call, and I really appreciate your time today. You may have to unmute.
All right, am I there? Good. Okay, cool. Well, you know what? I'm excited to be on this call as well, Stephen. Thanks for that nice introduction. I'm excited to be on this call with Stephen and Mark, a couple of really, not only great guys, successful businessmen, but also really great friends. And that's one of the, I guess, another component of this business that I love, just meeting other great people, successful people, people that are really into optimal living. So, you know, I have been involved in a number of different businesses over the years. I guess I would call myself a serial entrepreneur. And, you know, some of the businesses that I've done have been successful, some more so, some less so. But I will tell you this, of all the businesses that I've done and the opportunities that I've looked at, I will suggest to you that if I went back in time and if I had known what I know now, you know, network marketing would have been the path I started down from the very get-go, especially with a company like Isagenix who's doing this right. They're committed from a product standpoint to making sure that they're using the best of the best products, the best of the best ingredients, and from a business standpoint, making sure that they're providing a platform to those people who decide to pursue it to really generate an income stream. And what I love about it is the opportunity to generate an income stream that is commensurate with the effort that you put forth. Isn't that what we all want? I mean, how many people do you talk to that say, hey, I'm overpaid and underworked, right? Most people will tell you that they're underpaid and overworked, right? And that's the corporate world. So, I mean, of all the businesses, I've really enjoyed Isagenix as a way to generate this incredible, it has this incredible upside potential. But what is so beautiful about it, it has zero downside risk. That's what's so crazy about this business. And what we're doing, Mark, Stephen, and I, the purpose in doing this call is to really educate and emphasize to other guys that this is the real deal, okay? You know, I will suggest to you that this industry is dominated by women, okay? And I think that there's a lot of guys who just summarily dismiss this business model as something that isn't real or something that's not worth their time, when the reality of the situation is, if you really look at this, and really understand this. And instead of making a decision to pursue this business based upon misunderstanding of the business or misconceptions associated with this industry, if you really look at this and understand this, you will see how incredible this opportunity is. Because look at this, the 40-40-40 plan. I don't know about you, but it doesn't cut it for me. It never has. Okay. So if somebody, you graduate from high school or you graduate from college, whatever the case may be, you're now entering the workforce, would you sign this contract? You're going to work 48 hours per week. You're going to do that for 40 years. And then you're at the end of all of that, you're going to retire on 40% less of what you struggled to survive on most of your life. How many of you would sign on the dotted line? I won't, I never did, and I never would want to. The beautiful thing about Isagenix is for successful businessmen, it's a way to create an additional stream of revenue. And to me, a diversified income stream is really the key to true financial security because life is uncertain. I've had some bad business deals went south. If I had all of my eggs in that one basket, we'd be done today, okay? So this is a way to diversify your income stream. You know, business has this unbelievable upside opportunity, zero downside risk, and really your success is predicated upon helping others, right? What is it Zig Ziglar said? And I'm going to paraphrase here. If you help enough people get what they truly want in life, you will get everything that you want in life. And this business just really personifies that. It really, and that's what I love about it, helping others. So let's go to the next slide, Steve. The golden years, right? You know what, in my financial services practice, my target market were retirees. And I love working with retirees, but you know, I have a lot of wonderful, great clients, and I believe I was able to do a lot of good for them. But this is what I noticed, you know, is it there's a wealth crisis in this country, guys, right? I mean, not only is there a health crisis, but there's a wealth crisis. And Isagenix addresses both of those things. Remember, we have solutions for weight loss, energy and performance, healthy aging, and my favorite, wealth creation. Okay, look at this. Look at how many people are getting to age 55 and now are entering back into the workforce or needing to remain in the workforce, right? We have a wealth crisis. Isagenix is a wonderful solution available to anybody to take advantage of. Let's go to the next slide. Now, here's where the rubber meets the road, okay? Isagenix allows you to build a business. Okay, and Mark's going to talk a little bit more about this, you know, on a part-time basis, full-time basis, et cetera, et cetera. But really all you do, I mean, I'm going to oversimplify this, but it is simple. You use the products, you love the products, and you share them with others. It is really that simple. And when you share these products with others, Isagenix pays you. This is a network marketing company. Oh my gosh, network marketing, the stigma surrounding. Let's get real here. Network marketing is a method of distribution. Okay, that's all it is. It's a method of distribution designed to get the product from the manufacturer to the end user in the most cost-effective manner and the most efficacious manner. It's cutting out the middleman. Okay, so it's word of mouth. And word of mouth is the most powerful marketing out there, right? Word of mouth. So you love it, you recommend it to friends, family, etc., and you start building an income stream. And look at this. After 5 years, my wife and I, Heidi, are in this business together, and we love working together, and we're having so much fun doing this. But after 5 years, we are now at this 100 cycles per week. You get paid predicated upon volume, based upon the products that the people that you bring into the business order, as well as people they bring in, okay? But we are now at the point where we're earning 100 cycles per week. We can get into the specifics of what that means at a later call or later time. But in the interest of time today, look at this. After 5 years, we have been able to generate a multiple six-figure income. Now, what does that mean? Well, if we equate that to money in the bank, right? Because income is wealth. Income is wealth. So to generate that kind of income, we would have had to have over the last 5 years, put $14 million, set aside $14 million in the bank at 2%, I'm just using current interest rates, safe money, right, to generate that kind of income. Let me just suggest to you, there is nothing else that we could have done over the last 5 years to generate that kind of residual income and that type of wealth. And here's what's beautiful about it. This opportunity is available to everybody, okay? And this is the compensation plan with Isagenix is so compelling. The more you learn about it, the more excited you get. And it doesn't matter when this business has been around 15 years, guys. The person that is making the most money in Isagenix today has been with the company for just 6 years. You can make as much money as you want or as little money as you want. The opportunity is available to everybody. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, we believe most people want to work from home. Come on, everybody wants to work from home. And more importantly, I would suggest this. It's not just so much working from home, it's having the flexibility to work from wherever you want. A year and a half ago, my wife and I, Heidi, we moved to Aspen, Colorado from St. Louis. We grew up, we born and raised in St. Louis, we raised our kids in St. Louis. A year and a half ago, we decided, we want to move to the mountains. We moved to Aspen. This business is completely, it's mobile. You can go anywhere. You can work from the beach. You can work from the mountains. You can work from home. It's really, it's the flexibility of this is one of the most, I think, compelling aspects of this business. Let's go to the next slide. Power of virtual franchising. Here's another thing. Brick and mortar businesses are going by the wayside. Drive down the street, the main street of your town. You're going to look and you're going to see a lot of stores boarded up. The brick and mortar is going by the wayside. Retail is struggling. What Isagenix is taking advantage of the wave of the future, virtual franchising. Okay, here's the thing. Stephen mentioned I own a medical lab facility. Okay, and it's located in St. Louis. It doesn't matter how good of service I provide, how good a product I provide. I am restricted geographically. Okay, people, as great as my service is, as great as my product is, people aren't going to drive 100 miles to come to my location. Okay, I'm limited. With Isagenix, the virtual franchising concept, we have the ability to grow a business and build a business, not only across the country, but literally across the world. As Stephen mentioned earlier, we're in multiple different countries now. We're opening up in the UK. And holy cow, if you know anybody in the UK, get a hold of us because the opportunity there is enormous. So this virtual franchising is the wave of the future. And let's go to the next slide. And Stephen alluded to this, we basically share. Our product is a consumable product. People buy this product and they love it so much they continue to buy it and they share it with their friends, right? That's this business. And the reality is in 2020, 54% of groceries are projected to be purchased online. Now's the time to take advantage of this, the wave, right, of this trend. And all we do is we offer nutritionally dense fast food that you buy online. We help people open up their own online wholesale grocery store so they can order the best, most nutritionally dense food on the planet and have it delivered directly to their doorstep. How cool is that? So many people are looking for this, guys. You're maybe looking for this just from a product standpoint, but also I would suggest to you the business behind this is absolutely worth, at least worth taking a look at and making a decision based upon facts of what this is and more importantly, what it isn't. Okay, those preconceived ideas or notions, misconceptions. And last but not least, I'm going to mention, and then I'm going to turn over back to Mark, but that on that last slide, the last thing is that the money back guarantee. How easy is this? We use the food, we share it, and we love it, and we share it with others, and give them the opportunity to purchase this food at wholesale and try the food. And Isagenix provides an unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. How easy is that, right? This is what people are looking for. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Mark. And Mark, I think you're going to talk a little bit more about the business, correct?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And like I said, I've been in this business 5.5 years with this company, and I just learned so much more from these two guys that it's unbelievable what the information they gave. and what it is and how powerful it is. I just want to talk a little bit about social media and how this phenomenon of social media, obviously that everybody knows is exploding through Facebook, through Instagram, through Snapchat, through everything. And we are in 13 different countries, as we mentioned. And next 2 years, we're going into the 5 or 6 countries into the EU. But as a virtual franchise and with social media, with the countries that we're in, we have 200 million potential customers through Facebook, through Instagram. So if you take 90 minutes a day on social media to talk about health and talk about wealth and talk about Isagenix down the road, that converts into 23 days a year on the computer and talking to people all over the world. And that's the way that you can potentially get a virtual franchise business globally. It's, people are on their social media probably more than 90 minutes a day, but if you redirect some of that time into pursuing your virtual franchise business, you don't know how that can explode. Steve, if you go to the next one for me, please. So Isagenix offers an equal opportunity. It's for men, it's for women, it's for every race, creed, color, every age. It's from 18 when you can start the business to Jimmy Smith, who's 86 years old, making multiple $1 million in this business on a yearly basis. And Jimmy's family is making residual. The key is that Jimmy's family and our families and anybody's family who's joined Isagenix, the residual income that we are going to have going forward and going into our later years, the only way not to increase your business or keep your residual income is to quit. If you continue to run your business and continue to share the business, and the motto that Isagenix has just come up with is fantastic. You eat it, love it, and share it. And it's as simple as that. And anybody could do it. Like I said, from 18 years old to 85 years old. So Steve, the next one, please. So your opportunity starts today. As Paul said and Steve said, network marketing business is a legitimate business. And we're talking like men. It's real business. There's preconceived notions. I was going to use other words, but there's preconceived notions that have been ingrained in people's brains over the years and years and years. And they're just not true. If you do a little bit of due diligence, if you're a stockbroker or you're in the stock business, you do due diligence on companies, you look into their financial backgrounds, you look into their sales. If you do a little due diligence on the network marketing business, and especially Isagenix, you will find that this is a legitimate, fast-growing, fantastic opportunity that could start for you today if you just say yes, basically. That's all you have to do is say yes. Steve, if you go to the next one. And as the guys referred to before, this is basically a choose-your-own-adventure business. As Steve said, $500 to $1,000 a month for some people is a huge help in their monthly bills. So if you want to do that, you will do this business on a sometime basis. If you want to earn a little bit more money, you put a little bit more effort into it. And the best part is, the more effort you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. So if you want to put more effort into it and make it into a part-time business, your income will grow exponentially. And then if you want to do it like Paul and Heidi and Stephen and myself and Danielle, do it as a full-time business. Paul showed you that him and Heidi are, and Stephen and I, and Danielle and I and Stephen are all at that 100 cycle, multiple six-figure a year business, because we do this as a full-time business. This is our, family's income, and this is what we do full-time. We give it, from 9 o'clock, to 4 o'clock. We give it our full effort. We're on the phone, we're on the computer, we're on, we're learning more, we're doing what we can, because we treat this as a business. And we can, there are people that are on this team that can teach you how to make it into a full-time business. Steve, you go to the next one. So it's this is as easy as 1, 2, 3, as it says on the slide. The first thing you have to do is get with the person who invited you here. Then the second part of this is choose your system. Choose your 30-day system to get started. Get the nutrition in your body. See how fantastic it is. See how great Stephen and I and Paul feel. The energy, everything running through your veins is so much better, and you jumping out of bed, you're sleeping better. It's a fantastic business. And then the third one is, we'll just get you started, whatever you need to do. We'll get you, you'll get your account open today, and you'll have a coach. The person who invited you here will be your coach, and they'll have another coach, and you could learn from people like Stephen, like Paul, like Lisa DeMeo, who've made this, like I said, into a full-time business, and know that this business is going to explode. So with that being said, we don't want to take up any more of your time. Thank you very much for being with us. And we hope you take this video, listen to it, and share it with other people, because this business is exploding. We want you part of this business. We want you in partnership with us. And again, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Paul.
Good stuff, guys.
Yep.